Hey y'all, Ritz here with the Watcher of Realms video. We are taking on Nightmare here. We just need to get 300k. You can see I accidentally took it when I was just under. You'll notice I don't have a healer except for Dao Chan, and she's going to be spending most of her time in inspiration mode. Why does that work? Because if you look at the Lotus aspects, and if you don't have it, you can reset it. Seems you can reset it as much as you want. Here they get health back. If you want a little bit more of that, you can actually bring Volca, who gives health back to all units when they attack. But this is the one that really makes it work. When a Sage clone dies, it heals all the allies around it. That's for all the tiles that are in the 8 tiles around it. They get 40% of their max HP. Attack speed is not the key. This one is really the key. The clones come out faster. You can get them to take more damage, which would kill them faster. And if you don't have Torador, you can get this one, and it'll put up vulnerability whenever they die. However, over here, I just want more damage to targets with vulnerability, which I have with Torador, so not an issue. Crit damage is great. Here, this one's kind of cool, but it's only triggered once every 10 seconds. And these are just crit rate. So if your heroes have max crit rate, you don't have to worry about that. I just kind of ignored this one. Over here, these ones were really nice. The rage regen. I went with the extra damage over here. You can just get more damage over here if you want. 5% more damage and 30% crit damage. However, I went with this one over here. That whenever they get their ultimate, they permanently increase by 8% 5 times. So, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm going to jump in here. My main damage dealer really is Neja, and I have Daochan in Wings of Grace, and Torador actually in, this is my DPS Invig set. If you have the ability to do it, it's really nice to be able to get a DPS Invig set. It's not the best you can do. I have seen amazing sets out there that people have had. You can get some really amazing stuff. If I looked, I might be able to figure out a better way to do things, like, I don't know. I do have some cool stuff in here. Yeah, getting more crit here. If I was to kind of work it out, I could probably do a better set, but this is what I have. All right. Let's jump in and see how we do. We're just gonna make sure we get this as quick as possible. Now Neja is gonna get Wings of Grace. He's the most damage of anyone here, and that's partly because my Wukong is a 0. Now, I'm going to give her Invig because she does true damage. Now, I put... There's 2 options here, really, ultimately. One is you could put one of them over here. They're not going to get inspiration. However, they will get more Sage clones that will... Oh, you know what? Actually, let's do this. Okay. We want him to start getting those Sage clones out as fast as possible. Torador does barely any damage, so I'm going to put him over here. Now the reason I changed this up is because now the Sage clones, for some reason, go to the left first. I don't know why. That's just what happens. Torador has a lot of health, and I don't really care if he dies. He doesn't really do that much damage. I want 2 Sage Clones over here to give as much rage regen over here as possible. Now what you'll see is, I'm just going to put this on auto ults. I should have done that just a little earlier, but the Sage Clones are going to be dying pretty quick. We'll just put this on double while I speak things out. As the Sage Clones die, they're going to be giving rage regen back to everybody. And you'll notice he has space to get 3, and it's going to go to the left, then to the right. You'll notice it happens every time, and then back to the left. So she's getting 2. He's getting 1. He's getting 3. He's getting 3. He's getting 2. The goal here is to get them to get their ultimates as quickly as possible, because the Sage Clones dying are really going to be part of the key to, and they do so much, like, he does so much damage to the Sage Clones, they die fast. I just have it on auto right now because it worked for me, and you can just kind of run it that way. The shield is a little bit easier for me because of the shield break from Vorn. I actually got his A1, so here's shield break there. Here's shield break for her, and I believe it's going to be on Wukong. Yep, there it is. Here's shield break for him. With this setup, I probably could have put Infig on Moradin, who probably would do a little bit more damage, but the rate at which she gets her ult and just does so much ultimates, it's a little bit crazy. So, as you can see, we're more than a third of the way there, not quite half, we're almost to halfway. The more ultimates you're getting, the faster you're getting everybody reworked. Now, with the Sage Clone coming out on the left side first, you're going to see that these guys are getting that heal a lot faster. Oop. And I don't know why she is going back and forth. She should not be going back and forth. Anyway, hopefully it'll still work. With that little glitch, it might not, because they were doing less damage in that time. But I did get over 300k. I got 365, I believe, was what I hit before. This third shield I did not really get. I'm going to do this, actually. And just... Now I'm going to go back. There's 300k right there. There you go. Now hopefully we'll be able to break this shield. Let's see. When the Sage Clones die, they just keep us alive. With all of the extra damage that we accrued, maybe we can break this shield. Maybe we can break this shield. It looks like we might. And with the Sage Clones dying, no, so we didn't. Oh, we got it. All right, we got the shield. Perfect. So there's the run, basically. The concept of having the left side be where your platform units are just came about from me figuring out that they always seem to come out on the left side first. Why? I don't know. But that's where they come out. So you get the heals really quickly on the left side. If they're on the right side, they're going to die. Actually, because of the way that it works. If they're on the right side, they're going to die. But there's my run, guys. It does work out really nicely when you have Torador. You don't need to have the extra bonus that they give vulnerability. If you don't have Torador, you can go get that, and the Sage Clones will be dying fast enough that he's always going to have the vulnerability up. I think if you don't have Torador and you did get the Lord Selector, you should have picked Torador, because he's just the best. This one triggering every 10 seconds is what shied me away from that. Everyone is crit capped, so these don't matter. But you can see, this is the layout that I used. Anyway, guys, I hope that helps you. I know there's not much time left in the event, but We have 6 days left. You might be able to hit the top now, the top chests. My recommendations for what to buy: definitely get the Golden Cudgel unless you already have it all the way built. The Realm Tear, it's up to you. It's useful, but it'll come. I actually have one maxed out already. I'm probably going to get the Recast Hammers as the next one, but the shards here, to me, are more important. Now, I missed 500, so I don't know if I'm going to get the Recast Hammers, but I don't really care that much. The shards, to me, are more important. For the greens, I don't care about these. If you like these, go for it. Let's see. Arena permits, I'm sitting on like 120. I don't really care about arena permits. So I'm just going to be using all of these because at this point, that's what I've got left that I care about. Getting a bit more gold is always useful. Anyway, you can see what I bought, and I hope this helps you guys because 300K. See you in the next one.